Rotation faults are indicated by this error message. To return oven to normal function, tap on Settings, Clear Self-Checks. Then press OK to continue. Turn oven off and then on to continue. In the diagnostic screen, the proximity is signalled by the voltage shown here. As the proximity goes off and on the proximity, the voltage will go up to 23 to 24 volts and down to 3 to 4 volts. The proximity switch can fail to function when filters have been changed and the people changing them have stood on the roof sheet. What happens is the roof sheet bends down to the plate that the proximity switch is fixed to, and bends it below the cam that it reads. Proximity clearance, the clearance between the centre cam and the proximity, should be between 1 to 2 millimeters. The oven is phase sensitive. This is the correct direction for the oven to rotate. They are opposite to each other. On job sites, new constructions and buildings, the phases are often swapped around, and this can cause the oven, after installation, to have the direction of the oven change. This will cause a rotation fault. Before working on the roastrunner oven, isolate the power supply. Turn it off at the switch, remove the plug and put a cable tie through the opening. This will ensure that nobody can accidentally plug in and run the oven whilst you are working on it. A rotation fault is instigated by this proximity failing to see this cam. This is the only way the fault can come up on the screen. There are a number of issues that can cause this to stop rotating. These are the ones on the top drive unit. A chain fail, a belt fail, tight or worn out bearings in the centre shaft, a tight carbon through the oven not being cleaned properly. To check the centre shaft bearings, follow this procedure. Grab the jockey sprocket and move it back so that you can pull the chain clear of the sprocket. You should then be able to rotate the sprocket easily. The top bearing can also cause a rotation fault if it is frozen. To check that, grab the flat pulley and rotate like this. This is a top bearing kit, complete with shaft seals and flinger plate. This is a top drive belt replacement. These are the top dog drive shaft plates for both the left and the right hand side, complete with bearings and seals. These come as a kit. To gain access to the rear electrical panel, this is the rear of the oven, and on the rear right hand side is the rear electrical panel. Do not remove this panel unless you are qualified to do so. To remove the panel, undo the 3 screws and slide it off. To test the right hand drive motor, we have removed the 3-phase wires from the motor contactor. We have set the insulation tester to 500 volts. Going between earth and phase, test each of the lines. The 3 lines should show similar values. Should one line have exceptionally low values, the motor will need to be replaced. This is a replacement drive motor for the 3SF oven. Please note this coupling, these heights, when ordering the new replacement part. To test any of the contactors, get into diagnostics by going into settings, diagnostics, turn low idle on. Then up here where it says rotate, tap the screen. This will turn the motor contactor on. Check each individual phase between the neutral bar and the terminal.